the Convocation Center here at Kennesaw State University. I'm your host, Will Durham.
This is Jacob Harp.
And we'll be previewing the spike ball comeback of the second semester, 2018 small group spike ball. Jacob, first of all, what'd you take away from semester one?
You know, semester one was a really uplifting semester. We talked about a lot of important things. I think that we needed to be touched by every single person in the group. We had a lot of group participation.
We did.
Two of the best leaders, arguably in the nation, destroyed the other groups for participation.
And we're going to go over it right now. While we show you highlights, Rob, let's get those highlights going. We got Kevin, and you know we got better looking. Oh, no, wait, Jake, sorry, not better looking Jake. We got Jake Harris.
Just Jake.
One of the best duos ever. Kevin, arguably the best player, spike ball player in our small group. What do you think of him coming up this year, semester two?
You know, Kevin brings a lot to the spike ball game. He's one of the most vocal teammates that spike ball has ever witnessed.
Yes.
His power, arguably a 9 out of 10. His touch, I'll give him a 5 out of 10. But he really compliments Jake and what Jake can do on the floor.
Jake is the main assister. He had the most assists in semester one. And we have another duo, Jake and Mason. What do you think about that?
Let me tell you about that duo. First, let me start with Mason, okay?
Mason,
one of the premier track players at Lasker High School, transitioned from track to spike ball, folks. He uses running to his advantage in spike ball. He has average touch and average power, but don't underestimate him, folks.
And Jake can really control the net if he wants to. He's a really good player. We have another duo, Jacob Harp and Will Durham. They really were underestimated, but had some good games in there. What do you think about that?
Let me talk about my friend Jacob Harp. Jacob Harp, really a true story, man. Started from the bottom, now he's here. It's one of the biggest lines that he's done all year, folks. He can do it all, but you know, he just learns from his mentors, Kevin and Jake.
I'm going to tell you what, Will Durham, he can play a good game of spike ball. He has to control the anger.
He does.
That's his key. He gets angry. People tell him what to do. He doesn't deserve that. He doesn't deserve it. But I'm going to tell you what, folks, he's a great spike ball player. And, you know, he's one of the best. Let's talk about some free agents here,
Agents.
Camden, a power guy. What do you think of Camden?
Wow, Camden, well, let me tell you about Camden. He's really good with the girls, folks. He usually plays with the girls, plays with Josette. Jake, you got to watch out for that. Camden plays with Josette. Write that down.
Write that down.
Okay, you wrote that down.
He's got it.
Camden plays with the girls. His power is unbelievable, folks. You know, he is one of the premier players in the game. Someone needs to pick him up. Caleb, you need to pick him up. If Jake's not working for you, Camden's the number one free agent on the board.
How about Hunter Jones? A guy who usually sits out, but he can bring the power when he wants to.
Yeah, Hunter can bring the power. He's a quiet guy in the GM, then boom, he'll send that one message. Boom, he'll send that message. That's what he can do in spike ball. He'll be a little inactive during the game, but boom, he'll make that one play for you. People pick him up.
Of course, the last free agent, Mills. What do you think of Mills? Soccer star transitioned into the spike ball game.
You know, Mills is one of those players, he's on and off, a little inconsistent, but you know, he can be the edge to make your team great. You know, we all want to beat Kevin and Jake. So Mills can really bring the game to that.
We're going to talk about our last duo here. We're the first person in this duo, Matthew O'Neill. What do you think about Matthew?
Wow, Matthew's a guy. He really is dedicated to Bible study, and that transitions to the court, or should I say the cement. That's where we play spike ball, top floor.
Cement, yep.
But you know, Matt can do it all. He can be paired with anyone. He can be paired with Noah. He can be paired with Will. He can be paired with Jake or Kevin. He can be paired with anyone. Him and Camden are my top two free agents for this year's draft.
And of course, the returning star, Nandi. What do you think about Nandi?
I have a friend named Nandi, and he is one of the best spike ball players I've ever seen. You know, he was on a streak, folks. He was on fire, but he tore his meniscus, folks. Pray for him. We prayed for him. Now he's back. He's back. He is ready to defeat Kevin and Jake's legacy. You heard it here first. Noah is the next Kevin. Kevin, you better watch out. And Jake, better step it up.
You know what? We have our preseason polls here. Number one predicted to win it all second semester is Kevin
and Jake.
And Jake, yes, you're right.
Kevin and Jake, number one. Not a surprise.
Who do you think is number two? Without looking.
You know, I'm going to put number two at Nunderwood and Will Durham, my co-host. They're number two on the polls because
that was breaking news over the winter break. Nundy and Will thinking of being a duo. Jacob Harb thinking of being a sideline reporter. Try to take your job. What do you think about Jacob taking your job?
You know, Jacob's really one of those all-around guys. He participates in Bible study. He can play spike ball, but his best attribute is being a silent reporter for the game. He really aggravates players, especially Nunderwood. Nunderwood, you got to control your emotion in the next game.
Third best duo. Who are you going to go with? Third best duo.
You know, I'm going to put Mason and Jake Ascoy up there because they are just Their connection's unreal. Man, two guys start from the bottom, but they're still in the middle, though. They're not the top. They're number 3, but they can sneak up to number 2 before you know it.
You know what? They supply the spike ball nets, and we thank them every week for them.
We do.
To the supply.
Thank you very much.
We have a final word here. We're going to go to Jacob with the final word. I'm going to go with the final word. Semester 2. Jacob, what do you think it's going to be?
Yeah, I think this could be a really uplifting semester, folks. We have a lot of potential with this group. Meeting twice a week could be really life-changing for all of us in the group, and I'm excited to get in some good discussions, and I'm really looking forward to what Kevin and Jake have to say this semester.
You know, semester 2 is going to be very special.
It is.
There's a lot of change. Semester 1, semester 2, a lot of change. A lot of harder classes. But you know what doesn't change?
What?
God's love. And that's what we're focusing on.
That's
Maybe.
the main
We don't know where they're
focus.
going to go with the talk. And that's so exciting every day. I wait every Tuesday around noon for Kevin's message of what we're going to go over. And that enlightens my week. I'm going to tell you what, folks. This is Will Durham.
This is Jacob Harm.
And we will see you on the spike ball courts and in God's glory. Amen. I'll see you later.
Back to you.
Hey, what happened with those, huh?